Hello traders, in today's video we're going to take a technical look at the top 3 AI related crypto projects by market cap. We'll start with the Chainlink, the leading Oracle network that connects smart contracts with real world data, playing a key role in AI driven automation and on-chain decision making. Next will be TAO, a decentralized network where AI models compete and collaborate, turning machine intelligence into an open, incentivized economy. And finally, Internet Computer, ICP, a blockchain designed to host scalable smart contracts and AI-powered applications directly on-chain without relying on traditional cloud infrastructure. So we will start with the Chainlink, but just a short intro. Why AI is actually the thing, the trend, the narrative? Because we can see how fast we're moving towards automation. AI is just exploding. In our day-to-day lives, we are seeing that AI taking over. I just saw the news where in United States, trucks already fully automated and can deliver cargo, whatever, between cities with AI. We can see that many different so the jobs are being replaced with an AI, and this is the global trend that will completely change the world we're living in right now. And I believe the top coins, top projects related to AI might be the most profitable in the coming years. I think that the trend might be starting relatively soon, within the next couple of months. I mean, the massive growth on the AI projects. Not all of them. I'm talking about the top projects that really everyone knows about. So we are starting with the Chainlink, and this is one of the most interesting in terms of the technical analysis. I already made my forecast on the Chainlink, where I am actually predicting upside of towards where I am predicting a growth of 400% from the current price. So currently we're sitting at $12. My forecast, we will hit $57 in the next bull run, which might be actually starting within a couple of months, maybe even sooner. But I want to pay attention towards the, first of all, technical aspects. Okay, so we're seeing the falling wedge, and link broke above the falling wedge. We can also see, just look at this consolidation. Look at this consolidation phase. Basically from the May 22 up to October 23. A year of consolidation on link, and then we had a breakout. Now, obviously, this resistance area at $10 psychological level has been acting as a strong support since August 24. So for nearly a year, we have this support area at $10 acting as a massive demand area. Each time we're testing, we can see a huge buying pressure, a lot of volume, and the price actually bouncing off this support zone. So for now, what I think is that we still might see a consolidation for some time, because we're looking at the weekly chart, and I'm talking about the global trend. With a high probability, link will hit one of my two upside targets. You can see that I have used this Fibonacci extension, and I have applied it towards this ABC correction. Okay, we have A, B, and C. Yes, we had this spike down, okay, but I am ignoring it since it was a manipulation on the market. The price shouldn't be there in reality, it was manipulation. So I'm using this ABC. We didn't have a break and close below. Price didn't close. So ABC correction. And now I have applied to this ABC a Fibonacci extension indicator. We have two key levels that I am watching. 161.8 Fibonacci at $43. What is very important is that we actually going in line with the upside target of the falling wedge pattern. And this makes a potential growth. If we hit the first target, it's 270%. Now, the second and nearest Fibonacci extension is at 227.2 Fibonacci extension level at $57. So that would make a 400% growth, nearly 400%. And this is what I'm expecting. And in fact, price might go much higher than that. You must understand that these are the nearest targets with a much more upside potential. So now we have this massive support zone. We go to the daily chart and see that there is also a rising wedge pattern. We have hit the target. In my view, this might be the end of the downside move. So this might be the very bottom, the start of the rally, $11.35. Imagine if the price goes x5, x6. So this could be massive for the Chainlink, and this is certainly an interesting time to act if you are a long-term investor. I'm not talking about speculation because still price might go down a little bit. It's possible. I'm talking about the long-term trend and how important this current support zone at $10. We're only at $12. This is massive potential for the Chainlink. Now, let's go towards the next one is TAO. TAO is also interesting. Now, we have this rising wedge pattern. Yes, we didn't hit this target based on this pattern, but it doesn't matter because we have this massive support also. Look how many bounces already. Clearly, there is a big demand. And this is the level, again, psychological level, $200. So here I'm thinking that very interesting. Again, just look at the price action. Weekly chart, weekly, it's long term. Just look at this. This is certainly a very interesting moment in time for the TAO. Now I'm going to the daily chart. So what we can see is there is this range trading. Clearly, there is no trend whatsoever. Now, if we look at the rising wedge pattern here, we can see that price has actually reached the downside target right there. Okay, so this might mark the end of this pullback. Right now, we are at the bottom of that range. So with high probability, again, unless we break and close below the 200 level, I think that the TAO is likely to start rising, at least toward the top of the range, which is actually nearly 100% growth. Now, from the current price toward the top of the range, 101%. So this is a daily chart, and I think obviously for the long-term trend to be confirmed, we need to break above this range. So the pattern should be as follows. We need to break to the upside, potentially towards $600-700, which is already X3, X4. And then on this pullback, there will be a huge opportunity in the long term. For early investors, this might be very interesting timing to buy. Now, we can see that there is price imbalance quite higher, which must be closed sooner or later. So I think it will be getting closed quite soon. So for now, it's a range trading, no trend, but clearly while the price is at the bottom of the range, this seems like an interesting long-term buying opportunity. Now I'm moving towards the ICP. Again, we start with the weekly chart. Now here is also interesting. We have unconfirmed falling wedge pattern. And if we break to the upside, which might be in line with TAO, where the price should be breaking out of the range as we just spoke. So if ICP, so when and if ICP breaks above $6.7, I think there is a huge upside potential will get open. So from the current price, if we go towards that area, this is a 550% growth. On the Chainlink, we just spoke, it's a 400% growth. So I'm expecting similar scenario for 500% growth on the TAO, which will mark probably $1,400. So if we apply a Fibonacci extension to the most recent correction, we can see that the nearest resistance could be 327 or 361.8 Fibonacci extension. So this area is very interesting for the profit taking between $1,300 and $1,400. Now back to the ICP. For now, clearly we don't have the breakout on the weekly chart. Yes, so there is not as interesting as, for example, on the Chainlink and TAO. But I think Chainlink is the most interesting at the moment for me personally. But still, I think in general, the overall AI industry is gonna get extremely hot in this bull run. It should be super popular, just blow in mind. Okay, we should see some coins related to AI. Small cap coins could do X100 easily, just pumping non-stop, because with the small cap it's so easy to pump a coin and make X100. Obviously with the top coins it will be not so easy. A lot of capital is required to do so. But going back to ICP, this is the daily chart. We can see that currently there was a resistance. Okay, price did broke below this resistance, yet we are now here in the demand area. Look at the volume profile support, a very clean bounce of this level. So as long as we hold this area, which is $3, and again psychological level, $3, extremely important zone for the ICP. So as long as we hold this support, the trend is likely to remain bullish, because we already seen higher highs and higher lows. On the other hand, obviously this could be an ABC correction. Yes, this is possible. And if we break below the B wave, the risk of the downside pressure will become very high, more downside pressure. But until that happens, I think the bulls are in control. Now, if we go to the 4-hour chart, we also might be witnessing an ABC correction here as well. And here we have a falling wedge pattern as well. So now here the smallest upside potential based on this target is 50%. 50% where we should retest this resistance area. As you can see, previous high, which is near $5, again psychological level. And overall, I think we are in a position where big capital should start moving towards an AI related projects, especially the top projects, because hedge funds, big investment funds, corporations, they don't trade small caps because they are highly manipulated. More capital the coin has, less manipulation happens. So the top projects is my focus: Chainlink, TAO, ICP. Really something I think you should pay attention to throughout the entire year 2026. So for now, as you understand, I'm expecting X5 on top AI projects, which means that the small caps can do much more than that. So for now, that's it. You see my view, and we'll continue to analyze different coins as we go. So don't forget to subscribe and like this video if that was useful. And also join my Telegram channel where I share my trade setups. Till then, and I wish you a profitable year.